Good afternoon. Friday again. Can't long come round, do it? 5 days. We've got the weekend off now. So nice, but I've got things to do. A bit of gardening, I expect, out in the greenhouse, and get things ready now for the plants going in. Everything, all the leaves are coming out, blossoms coming out. Handsome, innit? Handsome. That's going to be good to look forward to. Nice evenings and all like that. It's going to be alright. But don't forget, Mara, put your clocks forward for an hour. You can do it before you go to bed, you want to, but then got to get out of us and do it. But whenever you like, but just take it easy. Stay safe. It's getting better every day. It's getting better. So we'll be alright. And the weather isn't so good, but then it don't matter. We'll be alright. It'll clear up a bit and get a bit drier and feel a bit of warmth in our bones. It'll be okay. Now I'm going to do a Liz Armand story here today. Dolly Pentreath. The morning dawned clear and shining, the sea seemed to sparkle and dance. The Squire Price of Shaiwoon, at peace with the world, decided to ride to Penzance. Cheerfully astride his restless young mare, in his coat made in London church town, when a person he saw trudging up Newlyn Hill soon changed his smile to a frown. 'Twas old Dolly Pentreath, a mousel fishwife, who would walk over 9 lords' land, with her cowl of fish that she purchased each day, shining fresh on Newlyn strand. Right in the middle of the lane she walked, to keep clear of the wet muddy grass, and Squire Price considered that he and his mare didn't have room to pass. "Move over, you old witch," he impatiently called. "I'll tell you, move over, give way. I've urgent business into Penzance, and I want to get there today." "I'll never not stand aside the likes of you," cried the ancient Cornish dame. "You've jumped up nothing on Jamaican rum made by all the poor slaves in your name." With rage, Squire Price spurred on his mare and pushed poor Doll to the ground. Her cowl was knocked right off of her back. Her fish was all scattered around. "Sticks and stones and tubbins," Dolly heaved at Squire Price in his smart London gear. "You rogue, you devil incarnate," she screeched. "I'll give you someone to fear." "Chronic a harder she wrathily cried with each missile she hurled at his back. The venomous tone in that awful voice made him stop dead in his track. "Here's silver to pay for the fish I've spilled, and there's more if you tell me, pray, what you meant by that terrible Cornish spell you cast upon me today." "Give me your money first," Dolly replied, "and I'll call you a fool for your pains. An ugly black toad is what I said, so you will ever remain." With an oath, the gentleman raised up his crop and made to strike Doll in the face. But she stood her ground, fixed him in her eye. Of fear she showed not a trace. "Don't you dare lift a finger to me," she cried, "you ignorant black-hearted tough. For I'll cast such a spell that arm will wither away, and then from the shoulder drop off." With a curse, Squire Price lowered his arm and rode off as fast as he could, with never a backward glance up the lane where Dolly wickedly stood. "My lord," she cried, "this fish ain't hurted at all, just a bit of groot and hardly marked. I reckon I could make some profit from these, and still be home by dark." So she cleaned the fish in a nearby drain, and turned back up the road, towards the house of Shaiwoon, where Squire Price made his ill-earned abode. Around to the kitchen door she went, to be greeted by the housekeeper there. "You're a sight for sore eyes, Miss Pentreath. You've saved our lives, I declare. 12 dinners tonight the cook must prepare, and all the meat in the spence has gone queer. There is no one here I can send for more. You're an angel from heaven, my dear." "You're in luck today," said Dolly Pentreath. "Here's the best from Newlyn strand. You will not find better nor fresher than these, not if you walk the length of the land." "I believe you," said the cook. "Now show me, pray, what kind of fish you've got." "Why, plaice and dabs and ray, and a handsome get ache. For a price you shall not have the lot. Now mind you tell Squire O'Body this food, yes, this is my dearest wish, that he'll always remember that Dolly Pentreath supplied him with fresh Newlyn fish." For the abuse heaped upon her, Dolly felt Squire Deservable should come his way, and with the trick she had played on the black-hearted toad, she was well content with her pay. And whenever after the bad Squire Price met with old Doll in the street, his right arm would throb, so he'd wish her good day, and then beat a hasty retreat. This one's improving vision. Pet and Pete stood on the foredeck, peering through the mist. Old Pet was busy counting boats and spun off quite a list, while Captain Pete of any boats saw not a single sign. At last he said to Pet, "Maybe your sight is better than mine, but what I fail to understand is how you come to see so many boats when none at all are visible to me." "Ah, well," says Pet, "I tell you how. First take a bit of rope, then wet the end and rub in hard upon a keg of soap. Then take off your glasses off your eyes and smear them good and well, and put them on, and there you are. There's nothing more to tell." Old Captain Pete, thought much impressed, would make no move as yet. Too many men had come to grief through taking tips from Pet. Pet was still looking quite intent as objects far and near, and didn't even seem to know that Captain Pete was there. Then quietly he turned aside, cut off a bit of rope, and told the boy to go below and hand him up some soap. His glasses smeared, he put them on, and then, and this is true, not only could he see the boats, but read their numbers too. Too much for Captain Pete was this. He shouted down to Dick, "Hand up the keg of soap, my boy, and hurry. Make it quick." The soap applied and glasses fixed, he strained with furrowed brow. Then said to Pet, "It's strange to me, I don't see nothing now." "Dick must have give 'ee washing up soap, I expect," was Pete's retort. "There's soap and soap, you know, me cap'n. Must have the proper sort." Thanks very much. Have a nice weekend.